tell the Barcelona president that the Messi he knew last year or the year before that is no longer the Messi he knows who's now here. It's no longer the Messi who faced Bayern Munich. Oh, easy. And also, did Lovren hurt somebody just because of a friend? More to be covered. This and more to be covered on this new video we are doing right now. Welcome back, guys, to another video. This is Africa Football Connect and I'm your host Sam. So we're gonna be covering some interesting stories like the one that you can see right now, breaking the news right now, that Messis just sent a message to both Barcelona fans and also the head coach of Barcelona, and something that happened between Lovren and a certain player just because of a friend. We will cover that today. Then also other information that is coming out, because guess what, Manchester United wants a piece of that action. Also PSG too, they want a piece of that, so they want to tap in. So interesting stuff are happening. More will be covered on this transfer window, transfer news we are covering right now, guys. And this is Africa Football Connect. I hope you are ready. I'm your host Sam. Please don't forget to click that like button and click the subscribe button. It helps us as the page a lot to do more. So don't even make that mistake of forgetting that, because it's gonna be interesting what we'll be covering here. So this is Sam and we continue. Let me show you the information we have right now, because we have got a lot. So we want to start talking about the Messi situation. Before I review what is happening right now, there's something that I want to tell you guys. Remember those days? I know you do remember. It was 3 days back, or 3 or even 2 days back, where we had the news that was telling us that Lionel Messi and the president had talked and they'd come to an understanding, and they were happy that they were going to be together for the coming project that Koeman was starting, and everything seemed like it was going on the right way. We were told all the transfer rumors of AC Milan and the Manchester City were all lies. It will never happen. And we were even told that there is no way, there's no place where Messi is going. They were actually saying he's untouchable. Remember that list that I read to you? You can check down. There are videos that I actually did about the list that Barcelona produced, that these players are not going to be touched. And the number one on that player list was Messi, Lionel Messi, the one and only person who has been there in Barcelona since I started supporting Barcelona. Let me just say that. So we were told, and we were told that we should be okay. We shouldn't be worried about any situation that is happening there, and everything was just okay, and everything was going to go as they were going, because there's no way Messi is going, and nobody's going to come and touch Messi, because he's just untouchable. That was the thing that we promised, that he's just untouchable by the president. And some of us were happy, because no, not really me though, because I felt like if the player wants to go, you can let him go. You can't force him to stay, even if he's a legend to the club or what. If the player wants to go, you just have to let him go. So we were told, don't worry, everything with the Barcelona is going to be okay. There's a new project that is being raised, and Koeman will be the head of that project, and he's going to get some of his big players. And there was a list, I think a team of Barcelona players who were told that they're out to be sold. Any club that is interested in come and get them. Nobody's going to hold them anything, because everything is okay. But they were given a list of players that were untouchable, the ones who were told that they will never be put on, no hands will be put on them. And we were all at calm, and we were happy of the situation we were told, and it actually proved that maybe something was going to happen at Barcelona at last. So things have been happening, and we were happy for a certain period of time. And now it seems like Koeman is now taking over. He has now been announced as Barcelona's manager, and everything is going well. He's now setting up his office, as in he's setting his board, and how he's going to work with this team of coaches to manage this great club that we call Barcelona. And he said that the foundation of this great Barcelona that is going to rise I'm talking about what happened like in the last 2 days or 24 hours or even 72 hours. He said that the foundation of this new Barcelona that is going to build when he's at Camp Nou was going to all rotate around Messi. Lionel Messi was going to be the main guy who takes Barcelona to the next stage, as we were promised that was going to happen. And we were happy, all of us, we were happy that at least there's a man who actually understands the type of a player Messi is and is going to bring back the former glory to the player. You remember all these things, right? I'm trying to remind you of where we are coming from and now where we are now at the moment. Because what I'm going to tell you is going to shock you, trust me. And you just have to wait for it. But before we go there, I'd like you guys to do me a favor. Remember I talked about this page in the afternoon, that there's this page that there's this group that we made on Facebook where you can just see, as you can see, we were actually talking about the last video we were talking about, which was the Tottenham and Gareth Bale issue. So please guys, do us a favor by going there and joining the group, joining your own multitudes. Come and put any comments you have, come and put any stories you have, because you are allowed. It's a group where we're just talking about football and some of the situation we're gonna be talking to you about it. And it even shows you some of the things that we did, like the Koeman situation when he was joining Barcelona and the happiness. And if you do that, I'm telling you guys that the page and everything that we wanna do will keep moving forward. So please go, that it's called Africa Football Connect. You can just tap that on your own Facebook. We are still working on making an Instagram account and a Twitter account, but at the moment there's an Instagram account. But let's go back to the story. Remember I was telling you about that Koeman incident and what he was promising that we were going to get. So we were all excited about what was happening, that we actually had a place, we actually had a way, and we have made a place where we are going as the Barcelona, and things seemed like they were actually going somewhere for a change, and we were also excited. Then guess what happened today? Koeman decided to go meet up with some of the biggest players and some of the biggest players we have in Barcelona. And in the situation, he went to meet Lionel Messi. When he was meeting Lionel Messi, there was a shocker that came out that nobody expected, and nobody can even actually explain what is happening. So let me go read you the shocker. As Koeman went to meet Messi, this is what was said. As I set the page, let me try to read it to you. I hope you are ready for this, because it came as a shocker to both the players, even the supporters. Like people like us, we don't even know what to say. That's the situation we have in hand. That Messi and Barcelona, it seems like it's a bye-bye, and this time it's for good. Let me see, something's not working here, right? What is happening here? As I'm working on it, yeah. Let's see, is it responding? Yes. So this was the information. Let's read what has been told, what just broke in how many hours? In 2 hours ago. Lionel Messi has informed Barcelona that his future at the club is far from certain. The Argentine has met with Ronald Koeman and explained the new coach that he saw himself closer. He saw himself closer to the Barca exit than staying at Camp Nou. So this is what is happening right now. To those who didn't understand what I was just reading here, this is exactly what is happening right now. Messi sees himself going out of Barcelona than staying in Barcelona. So that's the situation we are. He's telling them that no matter what you say, I hear of what you're talking about, that yes, I'm going to be the main man of whatever that is going to be happening, and I understand whatever you are planning on doing on this new Barcelona, but he sees himself going out of the Camp Nou than actually staying, like what 90% of the managing board and some of the fans that are out there are thinking is going to happen. Messi wants to go start a new chapter somewhere else, which is not in Barcelona, and the sooner that Barcelona accept that, the better, because we cannot move to a next stage while carrying players who are not interested in playing for the club, even if they are good or even if they are the best players we have in the club. But the situation at hand, proves that the player is not interested in staying in Barcelona. And the sooner these guys accept that, the better they can actually look for better improvement for this. So that's the situation that is happening right now, guys. Messi is saying that he's not interested in anything that is going to be offered by Barcelona. He wants to go start something different. He wants to go do something different which doesn't involve Barcelona. He wants to go join to become part of a new project that is not even connected with the Barcelona of this time. So tell me what you think on the comments. Barcelona fans, let me hear from you. What do you think from the story that I was just reading to you? Because it came as a shocker to all of us, both me and you guys. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think Messi is going to stay? Let me try to read some of the comments that were left on the post. There is the guy called by the General. He's saying that meanwhile Bruno without penalties is just a young man who knows just how to speak Portuguese. Wow. Okay, I can't help myself. I'm a Liverpool fan. We feed into these things. This is what we feed on. He's saying that meanwhile Bruno without penalties is just a young man who knows how to speak Portuguese. Which is true though. If I have to look at it, I don't wanna lie. He's a phenomenal, a wonderful player who has been doing amazing work at Manchester United. But Bruno without penalties, there's no Manchester United in top 4. There's no Manchester United in the semi-final of all the cups that they've been in, because they've ended in the semi-finals. So that could be true to a certain extent. Let me read another comment by the guy called Eric Ife. He's saying that he should leave. We are tired of him because the rest of the players depend on him too much. Exactly what I was saying. You can't say you want to start something new while you are still depending on older motives or older things of doing the work. You can't say you have an idea of starting something new, but you are still focusing on what you used to do in the past. That is not going to help anything in any situation. It won't help you guys to actually achieve what you want to achieve with Barcelona. I know Messi has been an amazing star and we have grown to love him as we are the supporters and everyone. So the sooner they move on from this situation, the better, because we cannot be relying on somebody who's not even interested in being in the team, or somebody who's not even interested in being in the team. So if he's saying that he wants to go, the better thing for you to do, guys, is to actually let him go, because that's the only way or the only situation where Barcelona are going to move on from this situation. So I would like to remind you guys, please don't forget to click that subscribe button and click the like button. It helps the page a lot as we are trying to move on to everything that we are trying to work out on the situation. Please click this like button, click the subscribe button. It helps a lot the situation. So we are gonna keep looking at the situation, guys, and we'll be looking at whatever that happens. But before that happens, we move on to other situation, because we are in a football channel, by the way, and we are talking transfers. So we are going to another situation that is happening in the world of football as well. So remember, I was telling you that Manchester United are thinking of joining in to get a piece of the action. Let me tell you what action I'm talking about. So 2 hours ago, Manchester United and PSG have entered the race to sign Gabriel from Lille. The centre back is available for 22 million pounds, but Arsenal remain the favorite to sign the young man. So this is the situation that is happening now, guys. Arsenal fans, it seems like it wasn't going to go very well if Manchester United were not going to be part of the action. It seems like things were not going to go as well as you had planned them if Manchester United were not going to be part of the action. So tell me what you think. It seems like this is getting interesting. Remember, the young man, he said he would choose where his future lies in the next 24 hours. Yeah, is it 24 hours? Yeah, 24 hours. So in those 24 hours, remember the clubs that were interested, it was Arsenal, Everton, and Napoli. And the Napoli came with a late beat, but they seemed like they had something to do in the situation. They were being seen as something that can actually happen in the situation. But also Everton was actually ruled out. It seems like they had met the man that was being asked by Lily. So now in the same moment when Arsenal are about to close on this deal, it seems like PSG have just knocked the doors, because the PSG, remember, they want to let Thiago Silva to go to Chelsea. They've actually offered Thiago Silva to Chelsea, so I think they might actually want to take the centre back so that he can actually replace the person that they are losing in their club. At the same time, I heard that PSG were interested in Matip, but that was a week ago. But in this week, it seems like they're interested in Gabriel. So that's what is happening at the moment. And also Manchester United, they've seen that the Maguire project at the back, it seems like they're still lacking a leader at the back. So if Gabriel is as good as how these clubs are making him look, then it's going to be an interesting, and I think it's going to actually rise to a point where we're not expecting that they are going to go after him as many as they can, all these clubs, because that's how the situation at hand is looking like at the moment. So tell me what you think, Manchester United fans, or even Arsenal fans, or even the Napoli fans. What do you think in this situation? How do you see this one coming to an end? How is it going to resolve itself in the end? So as I'm talking, let me read on some comments that were left on that post when it was released, because we love to read some of the comments that you leave there. Guys are just crazy. Let me hear what's happening here. So Michael was saying, after erasing the L and R on the training shoes, Woodward leaves the race. Still, we were in for 4 whole seconds. Still, we were in it for 4 whole seconds. What is he talking about here? I don't know, Manchester United fans. If you understand whatever this guy is saying, please write something on the comments below. Let me understand what is happening here. Then there's this guy by the name Atoba. I don't know, that's the name. Andrew. He's saying Sky Sports is reporting rubbish. He has since signed for Arsenal. Yes, that's what I believe that happened in the afternoon, but the news we are getting from Arsenal, from Sky Sports, it seems that nothing has yet been finalized, man. And that's the situation we have at hand. So we can't be pushing it away and saying that he hasn't done anything, because the situation we are reading and what we are finding out is that the player is actually still interested in. It seems like there were 24 hours, because I didn't only get the information that there are still 24 hours for the player to make his decision. There are other baking sources that are saying the same, that the players are asked for another 24 hours to come up with a decision for this situation. So that's where we stand at the moment, guys. Let me see what you think in the comments below. Please write something. We'll make sure that you try to communicate on it and see what happens. But in the situation we have right now, that's what is happening. Let's move on to the next story. I'm just going to cover all the transfer stories that are on this page. Then we move on to the next story, the Dejan Lovren story. But before we go anywhere, guys, please click the like button, click the subscribe button. It helps the page a lot. It helps us to grow so that we can actually do this in a better way. Please help do that. Click it right now. That is the best way you can support this page, and that is the best way you can support us to grow. So click the like button, click the subscribe button if you enjoyed the story. So the other news is that done deal. Sheffield Wednesday have signed Chelsea Football Club midfielder Izzy Brown on a season-long loan. That is what is happening right now. Seems like they've signed another player. I know nothing more about the player, but that's what is happening at the moment. So we'll wait and see. But we want to read the one that is on top. Manchester United have cooled their interest in Juventus winger Douglas Costa. This is because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is now mulling over a move for Bournemouth playmaker David Brooks. And the source of this news is Man. Let me try to put myself on camera so that you see my reaction straight. Wow. So are you telling me right now that all the Manchester people are gonna be linked by each and every person who walks over in this planet Earth? They're gonna be linked with the different players so that they just show that they're interested in everything. Now it's been David Brooks. Now there's this other situation. What is happening with Manchester United? Why can't you make up your mind? Why can't you make up your mind? Who do you really want in your club? Am I on the Manchester United board? Tell me, who do you want in your clubs? Because you have been linked with a lot of players, from the Sancho deal to a lot of players that have come your way. None of them you have signed. Remember, you're linked with Diabala. Remember, you're linked with who? Who else? You're linked with this guy, Douglas Costa. You said you're no longer interested in. Now you're linking yourself with this guy that Arsenal are thinking of signing. And also you're linking yourself with David Brooks. Who else are you going to be linked with? What is happening here? I don't understand. Manchester United are being linked with a player, but they don't sign the player. They're linked with another player, but they don't sign the player. They're linked with another player, and they don't sign the player. Is this how this thing is going to play out? It's just going to be a repetition of things happening that are not going to materialize. You promise something else, you don't do that. You promise another thing, you don't do that. You promise another thing, you don't do that. Is that how you're going to play this season? Is that what you have planned out for this season, and that's how you're going to go with your season? Is that exactly what you're thinking you're going to have to do with the club? Because if that's what you're going to do, then it's not going to work for you. How many players have you been linked with right now? How many players that you have said, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, they're shown interest. Manchester United are looking, they're scouting this player. They're seeing there's something that they can get in this other player. How many people are you going to be linked with? This is just crazy. Is this football? Africa Connect people, tell me what you think. Africa Football Connect, tell me what you think from what is happening here, guys. Leave it on the comments, guys. Communicate with us. Let me hear what you think, boss. That's what is happening in the city of Manchester. They're being linked with everyone who walks in this planet Earth. That's what I'm seeing. They're being linked with anyone who walks in this planet Earth. That's what we are seeing happening right now. So that's the situation at hand right now. What can we say? So as we load on to prepare for the next story that we have, that is going to shock you guys. It's going to shock you. It seems like revenge is actually allowed in football, especially when you hurt a best friend. You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about none other than the ex-Liverpool player, or the player who left Liverpool, Dejan. He was talking about why he had to revenge on a certain kind of a player after the player hurt his best friend. Do you know what I'm talking about? Let me try to see that I can actually go to the information so that we can actually read what happened. So it seems like when in that situation let me say something back. Let me try to give you a little bit of history before I show you what I'm about to show you. Remember in 2018, the Champions League between Real Madrid versus Liverpool. You remember that, right? It happened in all our eyes, and it was the first Champions League final after a long time for Liverpool. We were all excited that at least we're getting something. Then 20 minutes in the game, Ramos decided to play God on the game by injuring Mo Salah, one of the rising players at that time who was doing amazing wonders at the young Liverpool side. And Mo Salah picked up an injury and he had to be taken out in 20 minutes. Then from then, since when Mo Salah went out, the game changed and became another thing that we couldn't understand, and we were in trouble the whole of 80 minutes that followed. So you remember that issue, right? So Dejan Lovren has revealed something that he did as a revenge so that he could save his best mate who was injured by Sergio Ramos. You remember what had happened in that situation? Now let me read the story that came out. So this is the story. This is what they're saying. I hope you are seeing it right now. I've just put it on the screen. Let me read it. So they're saying that Dejan Lovren, he was saying this. Did I deliberately hit Ramos after hitting Mo Salah? Yes, this is possible. I do not want to make a big story, but I think that was what Ramos did was intentionally to injure my friend. So it was time to play for that what he had done. That was in Egypt or something. I don't know which source was that, but you can see it shows source in Egypt. So Lovren said that on elbowing Ramos in the UEFA National League between Croatia and Spain in 2018. Luka Modric tried to reduce the tension between me and Ramos. I respect Ramos as a player. He won a lot of titles, but on the other hand, he does some behavior that I don't like. Lovren on Champions League final, we were playing much better than Real Madrid before Salah was injured in the final. His exit was a big blow for us. After his exit, they began to dominate the match. So you hear, it seems like after this guy, after Sergio Ramos had hurt Dejan Lovren, after he had hurt Dejan Lovren's friend Mohamed Salah, Dejan Lovren decided to take matters in his own hands, and he went straight back to actually go fight Mohamed Salah's battle over what he had done to his friend. And this was the situation that happened. It seems like he actually did it on intentions to actually injure Sergio Ramos in the Champions League final. So it's really crazy how these things can go. That's the situation we are hearing right now, guys. This is what had happened, and now we are just hearing it firsthand now. And what can we do? We just talk about it and try to move on. But that's the situation we are hearing, guys. And if we don't accept it, then it won't help us with anything. So that's the news. Tell me what you think on the Dejan Lovren issue, that he did well by fighting the situation between his friend, and what had happened to Ramos. Tell me what you think, Liverpool fans. Leave it down in the comments below. At the same time, what do you think, Real Madrid fans? And like, as a Liverpool fan, I agree with what Dejan was doing. Ramos, sometimes he can be an animal sometimes to players. He really hurt us very badly after he injured Mohamed Salah. The game was going very well, but he had to do that by injuring one of the greatest players we have. So guys, I'm connected to my WhatsApp. That's why you keep hearing that weird sound that you're hearing. But that's the situation we have for now, right now, guys. That's what we have been carrying, and we wanted to show you what has been happening in the world of football. Messi is saying that he wants to leave, but the Barcelona president is going to try to sugarcoat it and make the media smile that Messi is going nowhere. But Messi wants to go. At the same time, they're gonna try to say as much as they can, but the situation around is that the player wants to go. The better they accept the situation, the sooner they accept the situation, the better we are able to move on, because we cannot be able to continue doing these things when players don't want to be there, when they want to go to another situation. Let the players go. It actually helps us to build a better new Barcelona if they let the players go, because they want to go, they cannot be so stopped. That happened also in Felipe Coutinho's situation. We wanted to go, and we delayed as Liverpool until we left him in the January transfer. Is it the same situation that is going to play out at Barcelona here? What do you think? Leave down in the comments below. What do you think should Messi's fate be? Should the player go or should he remain? Because Barcelona seems like they're getting confused on the situation. The player wants to go, and even if he said he wanted to finish his career or his career in Barcelona, yes, he said it because he thought he was going to achieve something with Barcelona. But the Barcelona we have right now, it seems like they're on a different level. They're not actually doing exactly what the player expected. It's not exactly what he expected that is happening. So unless they accept that, the better we are able to move on. But in this situation of what is happening, please let the player go, because he wants to go. And please, guys, as you have seen, we are giving you the breaking news. We'll give you everything that is happening in the world of football in time, so that you'll be able to come up with your reactions. You can always rewatch the video if you didn't watch the beginning of this one. There's actually an interesting story that I had to give you before I reached to this point. So this is what was happening. I think I'll be back again on another video doing whatever that will be happening in the transfer news, and also I'm going to be covering what is going to happen between Bayern Munich and PSG, who's winning according to me, and also we'll do the reaction on the live, because right now it seems like we're sorting the things of life and they're actually working very well. We'll do a live video conference where we'll be explaining what is happening to you, so that you actually understand what is happening. So thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much, guys, for watching, and I hope we meet again on another video. And if you didn't watch this video, please go back and rewatch it. You actually enjoy it. And please share it with everyone who's interested in hearing on this story. Share it. There's a share button. You can click it, put it on your social medias, on Twitter, on Facebook, wherever. And I'm going to do right now, I'm going to share it and put it on the group that I told you. Let me show it again, just for the sake of doing it so that you actually understand what is happening. I'm going to share it on this group right now. Exactly after I finish this, I'm gonna share it on this group, which is the Africa Football Connect group, where we'll be covering everything that happens. Then we'll hear your comments on whatever you'll be thinking on the situation. This is how it looks, and as you can see, it's still a new group. And I hope that you guys can comment and you actually enjoy, and you can actually bring your own information that you think I need to cover. If I'm leaving up some information, you can always put it that side, so that we make situation easier for us. But without that, everything will be exactly as they are. So this has been Sam talking to you, and this has been Africa Football Connect. And I hope, guys, you have a blessed night. Like already it's in the evening, I am signing out as I speak right now. So this has been Sam, and I hope you enjoyed. Please rewatch the video. If you didn't watch the beginning, it showed some interesting news that I had to give in the beginning of the video. And if you enjoy whatever you do, please click the like button, click the subscribe button. And if you didn't like the video, please dislike the button. It's better a reaction than just to leave it like that, guys. It helps the page a lot. So this has been Sam, and I thank you for watching. We'll meet again on another video.